both from opposite sides of the world. Both in black shorts, in the black gloves, with the orange logo down the front of his trousers. From Australia, Grant Barker. In the black trousers, with the UKCBA logo on the side of his trousers. In the red gloves, Mr. Stuart Awesome Green. This is a 12 2-minute round contest for the World Full Contact Heavyweight Championship, sanctioned by the World Kickboxing Association. We're at the Purdue Leisure Centre in Worcester, and the action is about to begin. Referee John Blackledge just getting ready to check the gloves over of both fighters. Make sure they're protected, they've got correct gloves, correct footwear, gum shield, not too much Vaseline, and that they're in condition. Steve Humphrey in the blue corner with Stuart Green, just finishing off taping the gloves to make sure the lace doesn't come undone. Loose lace can be dangerous to fighters, get in their eye or even cause a cut if it lands underneath a blow. Grant Walker walking the ring menacingly, can't wait for the action to start. Grant in the black gloves, longer hair. Stuart in the red gloves, short haircut. Both excellent athletic specimens, ready to rock, both in fantastic shape. Final instructions from referee John Blackledge. We're going to get it on 12 2-minute rounds. These guys have got lots of skill, lots of power, lots of experience. Let's see what happens. The crowd's ready, so are we. Round one, Stuart starts with a lead leg hook kick and big attacking combination. Lovely short counter punches from Grant Barker. He misses. Loose tape already. Dangerous, as we've said earlier. Anything loose can be a danger to the fighter's eyesight or even cause a cut. Stuart sent to the neutral corner. Timekeepers obviously will hold the time. This is 2-minute rounds, 12 of them. Having said that, it's scheduled for 12. They can always end early. Fighters back into the center of the ring. Grant starts to move around, takes a defensive role on the perimeter. Stuart looking for a big back kick. Grant blocks it. Stuart slips to the canvas. Wipe the gloves off, make sure no dust on the gloves. Back into the fray. Nice roundhouse kick from Stuart. Stuart seems extremely confident, but Grant is also extremely dangerous. Grant ducks and counters with bombs. Big punches, both men. Both have to be extremely careful, keep the chins down. Nice left hook from Stuart. Grant under pressure in the neutral corner. Nothing really getting through. Good straight right, good uppercut. Good big right hand from Stuart Green. And Grant under pressure now for real in this neutral corner. Lovely left hook counter from Grant. Stuart takes it and keeps firing. What torrid action. No feeling out process for these men. They have met before. Stuart came out on top. Obviously feels he can do the same again. He's got a good chin and he knows he's got bigger firepower. But Grant's dangerous. Having made that trip from the other side of the world, is Grant fatigued. The Australian takes a big right uppercut in the neutral corner. Counters with a big left hook. Both men fall into a clinch. Referee John Blackledge separates them. Grant under pressure here in round one. Not much in the way of kicks to date. What there have been have come from Stuart. And big right hands, and Stuart's going for the finish. He hasn't got long left in round one. Grant's still loose and he tries to counter. Obviously hurt, and he is under pressure. And I think he's got a problem with his sides. Stuart throwing those big right hooks. And Stuart Green hungry for the world title that's eluded him in his illustrious career. And Grant Barker totters back to his corner, worse for wear. He did well defensively, but some got through. You've got to counter more. Stuart Green well on top in round one. Grant Barker sitting down in the red corner. Grant's got his work cut out to recover now for round two. Stuart's extremely confident. Doesn't seem too worried about what's coming back his way, even though Grant is explosive with his punches and there's plenty of power behind them, but he hasn't really landed yet. Stuart, though, has, and Grant has taken some big uppercuts and some big straight rights and a couple of hard roundhouse kicks to the flank. And I have a feeling that one of these roundhouse kicks has caused him some damage. Stuart in the blue corner, listening to his corner, seems to be well in control of himself, not breathing hard, already got his gum shield back in ready for round two, which is a good sign in terms of having the stamina to continue. 11 rounds left. Grant's still pulling. I don't know if it's just a quirk, but he keeps pulling with his left hand to the side of his top of his trouser belt. Don't know whether he's hurt. And a jumping right hand from Stuart there. He's gone straight in for the kill. Grant counters with some muffled shots. Grant's a good close quarter puncher. Close quarter punches always effective. Turns his body well into it, but he's under fire again in his own corner. And Stuart unloading as if he knows the end is in sight. And Stuart seemed fresh in the corner at the end of round 1. And a nice jumping back kick and a brilliant straight left punch. Followed that jumping back kick with a lovely punch. That's the way to throw kickboxing combinations. Full contact rules, here we are. Purdyswell Leisure Centre, Worcester in England. For the WKA, that's the World Kickboxing Association, World Heavyweight Championship. And Grant seems to be under pressure in that corner. He's looking a little bit disturbed by what's coming his way. He's countering less and less. Referee John Blackledge asking Grant to keep his gloves up higher. Didn't give him an 8 count. Can't really understand what happened there. Wasn't close enough to hear what was exactly said. But Grant now picking up punishment, but he's starting to come forward, which might be a wise ploy. Try and push Stuart onto his back foot, take away from the power in his shots. Lovely big left hook from Stuart Green, and Grant wobbled and he's gone sideways from a big right hand. He counters with a left hook, but Stuart takes it easily. And it seems that Grant's floored Stuart with a right hand. And this is it. Stuart didn't show any regard for defense, and he's paid the price in round 2. And he's been hurt by a right hand to the temple. Is Stuart okay? Grant goes into the attack. He's got to be encouraged by that. He's scored a 10-8 so far in this round. Automatically on a knockdown, you're 2 points up, unless your man can draw one back in the same round. And Stuart now seems disturbed. Nice front kick to the face to end the round. This is torrid action. This is World War at Worcester. There's no doubt about this. Both fighters have hurt each other, and it's got to be even. Got to be at least that. Depends how the judges scored round 1. For me, it was a 10-8 round for Stuart. He was so dominant. This round was a 10-8 for Grant. Maybe 10-9 because Stuart was so on top until he got floored, and he ended the round quite well with that front kick to the face. But according to the rule books, it could be Grant's round by 10 points to 8. If that's the case, it's even at this point. 10 rounds to go for this World Kickboxing Association World Full Contact Championship. Both men got lots of power. It's explosive. They both need to throw more combinations and pay a bit more regard to defense. Grant, you can't really fault him for that. He has covered up well, could move his head a bit more, but he's blocked a lot of what's come his way. He's countered really, but he had big success with one of those rare counters, which was a looping right hand to the temple in round 2, and Stuart was on the canvas. Nice round kick to start round 3. And Stuart again launches a huge right hand for the attack. But again, he's got to pay attention to the attack. Great right hand to the liver from Grant. This is anybody's fight. Grant backs up to the ropes. Obviously encouraged by that success, so he thinks he'll keep looking for a counter. Nice right hand to the body from Stuart, and a lovely left to the body too. But Grant's in condition, and he takes it and counters. Whoever can look alive and show some movement may well win this one. They've got to pick their shots and get out of the way of the counters. That's the name of the game. Hit and not be hit. But they're both picking up punishment. Even Stuart now, a little more flat-footed in round 3. Looking for the big shots. The left hook blocked by Grant. Stuart had some success at the end of round 2, and he hits a big right uppercut then. He had some success with a front kick to the face. Maybe he needs to kick more. Maybe that applies to Grant too. Whoever it is that employs the better kickboxing strategy will come out on top in this one. Having said that, they've both showed enough power to rattle the other man. But Grant never having much movement in his feet. He's not showing too much comfort in his footwork. Only time Grant moves is to move back. No attacking movement. Big left hook from Stuart, hits Grant's shoulder there. Stuart is looking for the attack, but his right hand's a little low. Having said that, he threw it well then. Landed with a straight right hand punch. Another looping, big, dangerous shot from Grant Barker. looking for the knockout, and he's showing, I'm still here, Stuart. You know, don't write me off yet. If I land again, I can win this one. Lovely combination from Stuart Green. Jumping back kicking, good handwork. The better variety coming from the Englishman. Round 2 ends with Stuart on top. Still don't know how the judges have got this one. Depends how they scored the previous. Stuart might be ahead just by a nose. Both men under pressure. Stuart might be wise now to employ a tactics where he just looks for points for a couple of rounds. Grant is obviously bound to be affected by that long journey over to England. Long 20-hour-plus journey from Australia to England. I know fighters say that they've got a few days when they get there to acclimatise. For me, they need a few weeks. And that's Stuart's big advantage in this one, apart from the fact he knows that he's been superior in their previous bout. He won the previous contest by stoppage. But that doesn't mean that you can do it again. The other guy's seen you fight, and if he does his homework, he can always turn the tables. You've got to show respect for the other man at this level. Stuart, great attack, not paying as much attention to defense as he should. Right hand a little low, and nice spinning back kick attack. If that had landed, it would have been good night, Vienna. A lot of power in that shot. Stuart knocked out the great Dean Twist in the British title fight with that a few years back. Looking for the same thing at world level, not quite so easy. Nice jab from Stuart. Could do with employing that a little bit more. And then Grant does the same thing. So as they get tired, they're starting to utilize more sensible technique. Nice roundhouse kick with the lead leg to Grant, from Grant. Blocked by Stuart. Stuart got Grant backed up again. And this time he's paying more attention to defense. He's attacking and backing out before the counter comes his way. Stood there a little bit too long this time, but the right hand missed. And a lovely right hand from Stuart. Lovely right uppercut in close. Nice counter. Grant goes down, takes the 8 count from referee John Blackledge. And Stuart Green needed that. Something specific needed to happen to separate these fighters right now. Grant throws a nice right roundhouse kick to the body, but he's got to be still hurt. He went down heavily from that right hand. I didn't see the punch clearly, but from his reaction, it landed hard. And Stuart being more careful now, having been floored by round 2, paying more attention to defense, certainly in terms of how quickly he backs away after he opens up. His guard's still a little bit too low for my liking. Grant showing signs of fatigue. It's hard to tell with the idiosyncrasies that fighters show whether they're really hurt or not. But he's definitely behind at this point now. One knockdown apiece. Spirited punches from Grant, nothing lands. This is a world title fight. Both guys looking to gain that world crown, so coveted, the WKA, the most prestigious of the world bodies. End of the round, Stuart ends well on top. Grant hardly firing anything at all for the last 30 seconds to a minute of that round. He was floored by a big right uppercut, and he's looking in distress in his corner. Grant in the black gloves from Australia, Stuart in the red gloves, the Great Britain, Great Britain, excellent British full contact fighter, done a lot for his country in terms of furthering the sport, fought all over the world, picked up British and intercontinental titles, and will he add the world crown to that illustrious CV of kickboxing belts? It's anybody's fight at this point. Stuart on top, but both men are packing plenty of ammunition in their holsters. They've both shown that already. They've scored a knockdown apiece, and they've both missed by a whisker with big shots, punches and kicks.
Second up, round 5. Go Greener!
On my cards at the end of round 4, Stuart Green ahead. Misses with a nice front kick to the head. Lovely flamboyant kicks from Stuart Green. It's another reason why the judges may also agree with me and have him ahead at this point.
Feet.
Stuart being urged to kick more by his fans in the crowd, because they know that this will set up the big shots he's throwing in the corner now. Stuart unloading and backing away quickly. He's felt the might of Grant Barker's counter-attacks, and he's been wise after the event.